Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is Keto Granny. I hope that you're having a great Saturday this morning. Welcome in, JC Calamity Jane. Good afternoon. I guess it would be afternoon in some places. It's 11 o'clock where I'm at. But I'm so glad that you're able to join me this morning. I have a very, very special guest. Marlene has several channels. She is a life coach, a motivator, and she's also on a weight loss journey. So Marlene is going to join me and she's going to tell us about her weight loss journey. She's also going to share information about YouTube and about her channel. All right, let me stop that before we get started this morning. But anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and bring Marlene on so that we can go ahead and get started this morning. I see that she's in the back. Hello, Marlene. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing great. Thanks so
That's
much for
good.
inviting me.
Oh, that's good. I'm so glad that you're able to join me this morning. Okay, where are you at? You live in Florida, right?
Yes, I live in Florida.
Oh, okay. All right then. I know that I've been watching your channel a lot since we've been in the group with Geo.
hmm
That's kind of where I first learned about you at was through Team Bill with Geo in her group. Um, Tell us a little bit about yourself and about your channel.
are you talking about Marlene Motivates?
Yeah,
Okay,
because I know you're a life coach and you're a motivator. And then you're also going to share with us a little bit about your weight loss journey because I have a lot of
right.
questions about that also.
Okay. So, hey everybody, I'm Marlene. I am a life coach, and I started on the path to become a life coach kind of by accident. When I started working on myself and going to therapy and working on unresolved traumas, I remember how good I felt when someone helped me. And I said, you know what? I want to help other people like somebody helped me. And that's how I started off by doing changing the channel, because I used to be what is it called? I used to be living your best life. That was my original channel from the beginning, and then I turned into Marlene Motivates because I want to, my brand to be all about me, because I want people to know like my story and the things that I deal with. So I do have 6 YouTube channels. 3 of them are monetized, and
Oh, that's great.
yes.
Was it hard for you to get them monetized? How did you go about that? You can share that with us also, because a lot of people here are interested in monetization also.
hmm Well, I know that when I first started, I don't even think I wanted, I started off wanting to monetize the channel, but when I found out you can make money, I was like, of course. If I can make some money, then I'm going to do that. But I was having a hard time with the watch hours, and that is the exact time where I ran into Geo, Team Bill with Geo. And she was talking about starting a playlist team. And in the beginning, it was free.
Mhm.
And then, of course, complications happened and it was just not working. And she and I talked about it, but she went ahead and made it member only. And that's the reason why I have 3 monetized channels. I could not do it without the amazing team builders that do it the right way. I That's the only way I can do it. But also, you have to have a schedule. Gio is the one that taught me about when you have a brand, this is your business. Just like you were punching into work, you need to be punching into your YouTube channel. And see, what I was doing in the beginning, I would do YouTube, but I did it like when I had time.
Right, right. That's how
And
I do.
yeah. And I had to learn. Gio taught me, also my mentor and coach has been teaching me too, that the more you become organized, you stay consistent and persistent. I'm telling you, my channel shifted. I went from 2K on my channel to 10K just by being consistent. So it's not a lie or anything. It's the truth. The more you're consistent, your audience is gonna find you, and that's really honestly
True.
how it started with me.
I found that out. Also, I've started being more consistent, but here for the past couple of weeks, I've been at the hospital a lot, so I haven't been posting
Oh,
a
I'm
lot,
so sorry.
you know, with the family member. So, but I have found out that being consistent, it does pay off. I actually got a check this month. I was like, oh my God. So I
Yay.
know that it does work being consistent. And you and Gio do a lot of things together. I also know that right now that you all have a challenge that you're doing. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes. So Geo was on her live channel, Geo Vlogs H Town, and we were talking about whatever, because she was doing a live stream where she was walking, and I said, I really need to get myself moving and walking again. And she said, I'm doing okay, but when you have an accountability partner, it makes you say, I got to do this because I have made a commitment to doing it. So, and that's how it started. And Gio is the one that came up with the name Weight Loss Challenge, because I think it's important for us to not put pressure on ourselves for a certain number of weight loss, but just make it happen organically. Do the right
Right.
things and it will show.
That's right. That's right. That's the best way to do it instead of setting numbers, like I
Yes.
want to lose 20 pounds by this date, different things like that. Now, for myself, I won't say I have a habit of doing that, but I do set a goal, what I want to
Mhm.
reach in the end, but I don't try to set a certain time limit as far as I
Right.
want to lose 20 pounds by this day in order to get to that 40 that I need to lose at the end. Like you
Yes.
said, let it happen organically and let it be natural. And that's really the best way to lose weight. Just be
Mhm.
consistent with it, which is what Charlene Hill says. Wonderful, says consistency drives the bus. It
Yes.
does. It does. It
It
drives
really
the bus.
does.
Um, how long have you been doing your YouTube channel? How many?
Honestly, I started YouTube way back in 2007,
Mhm.
and but then I was not a content creator. I was just hanging out, watching people's videos. But one day, way back in 2007, I don't know if you guys know, but somebody could make a video and they had a button where you could do a video response. And I
Hmm.
love that. I wish that they would bring that back.
Uh-huh.
And that's how I started off being a content creator, because somebody said something which I didn't agree with, but
Uh-huh.
I was able to do a video, and I didn't know at that moment I became a content creator.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
that's how
Okay.
it started with me.
That's how you got started. Okay.
Yeah,
Also, before we go, I'd like for you to share out how people can join your challenge. If you want to let them know how they can join your
sure.
challenge, and
Hmm.
participate in that, because a lot of us, I see a lot of us already walking out here every day and we're posting it and everything. But then for everyone, if they could just come together in one group, and just basically support each other more, that would be really,
Yeah,
really great, as far as just making it one big, huge challenge where everybody is just participating.
right. Well, the thing about it is that what me and Gio are doing is we are making like a video, like talking about throughout the week, like just doing little snippets,
Uh-huh.
like whatever, just being transparent. Today I know I shouldn't have ate that brownie, but I ate it, and blah 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 and whatever, and all of that is important to help us to know, okay, what stressed me out. Did I give into peer pressure? Did I not pack a lunch? You need to find out what are the things that cause you to not do what you're supposed to do, so that you can change those behaviors.
Right. So these are type of things that you're going to be sharing along the way
Yes.
during the challenge. Is the
Yes.
way I'm taking that.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. Um, Now let's see. Tell me a little bit about your weight loss journey. I know that you have been on a weight loss journey for a while. I looked at some of the video.
Right. I feel like this message is for somebody, but when I lost my parents, I went into a really deep depression. And I don't think a lot of people talk about that part of the loss. Yeah, you grieve that you miss them, but it's something. it's like you forget about taking care of yourself. You're only focused on how you're feeling, like with the hurt and the pain, but that eating is covering up the pain. So it's like you're trying to heal, but at the same time you're sabotaging yourself. So that's something that I've been working with my therapist and my coach. And instead of those times where I feel sad, I don't go to the fridge, put on your
Mm-hmm.
sneakers and go for a walk
Right,
or
right, right,
journal or something else. It's about changing behaviors.
right. It is.
Yes.
I had noticed also that you said you journal a lot.
Yes.
Journaling really helps, doesn't it? With
Yes.
a lot of things, it does. It
Mhm.
helps.
Yeah. I can say that for me, initially, I started off by journaling because my therapist told me I should journal. But
Mm-hmm.
then the more that you do it, it's the more you are just put everything on the table. Like, don't be ashamed to say everything. What you didn't do, what you did do, who hurt you, how you felt. You're overwhelmed, you're stressed out for whatever reason, because that is what gets you to that aha moment, that light bulb. Like, this is what I did, this is what I allowed, this is what I should have done, so that I can shift the behavior. Because I think weight loss is about shifting your behaviors.
Okay. Now, I also heard that you say you started off basically at a small size. You said you were very, very small. And it sounds like you had to work at gaining weight? And
Yes.
then it sounded like maybe you thought you gained too much and you
Yes.
wanted to get back down.
Right.
It's kind of
That's
what you.
That's how, well, actually, Keto Granny, if I'm going to be transparent, when
Uh-huh.
I was a teenager, I had an eating disorder.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, so I had anorexia, and a
Uh-huh.
lot of people, they don't talk about that, but that's a part of my story. That's where I was, and it's one of those things that it's hidden in many communities. People don't
Mm-hmm.
like to
Mm-hmm.
talk about it, but
Right.
that's my testimony. It's my truth, because it's one of those things when your life is out of control. For me, the thing that I can control, nobody can't make me eat, right?
Right.
And so I literally was starving myself, but I had to learn healthier behaviors, because what it was is I was looking for attention from other people, and I had to learn to pay myself attention.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Now, for those who don't know, can you explain to them what anorexia is, or kind of how
Yeah.
does it affect a person?
Okay. Anorexia is an eating disorder where it's based in that you starve yourself, and it gets to the point where even though you could be severely malnourished, severely underweight, bones could be sticking out of your body, but in your mind, you still see yourself as overweight. You
Mm-hmm.
still see yourself as, I need to lose more weight, because it's a mental thing. It's a mental
Uh-huh.
thing, um, either because of whatever reason, some form of ABUSE, or something that caused you to think about yourself that you don't look good enough. But you have to heal that before you can heal the behaviors added to that.
Okay, that's true. That's true. And a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't really understand what it is like to be anorexic. Um, Also, I know a lot of um, what are okay. You had mentioned you have to heal your mental in order to heal yourself, especially if you have those things going on like anorexia, bulimia, different things like that. You have to heal yourself like that. Did you what did you do to heal yourself as far mentally in order to get ready, to face it?
Well, the first thing is that I had to stop blaming myself for things that happened to me in my life that was out of my control.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And I think that is a lot of us. We blame ourselves for things that happened to us when we were a child, or
Uh-huh.
things that somebody did in a romantic relationship, or something your kids, or not being accepted. We internalize that, and we bring ourselves, it's a self-harming habit. To be
Right.
honest, it is. We're harming ourselves, but we don't see it as self-harming. We see it as we're trying to protect ourselves. But we
Okay.
need that balance, and the only thing that helped me with that is a combination of a psychiatrist, a therapist, and a really good coach that mentored me and put me under her wing because she saw the potential in me. Because she saw read a few of my excerpts because I also write poetry,
Uh-huh.
and
Oh, okay.
she saw some of my poetry, and she was at one of my conferences when I was speaking, and she was like, "You're so good at these things, but if you don't fix this, your vices will take you backwards."
Okay. Okay.
It
That's
will.
that's
Yeah.
that's really good. That's some good advice and
Hold
good.
on one second. I'm here. I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay. You all, I hope that you're enjoying this live with Marlene. She has a lot of great information to share. She was just sharing with us about being anorexic and what it involves. Charlene Hill says it is very therapeutic and allows you the opportunity to look back and observe your growth on paper. I use journaling for manifesting and expressing my feelings. Journaling, like I say, it is very, very good and it helps you all. Um, okay, Marlene. Okay, she's back. Okay. Um, do you believe that food, different things that we eat, can play? I don't want to say different things that food plays a part in our mental.
Yes. It really does because I even notice that I have a different feeling from when I have fried food and when I have grilled or baked food. It really does make a difference. In like every time I have fried food, I get mental fog.
Uh huh.
I get very foggy, like spaced out, like sluggish, fatigued. I really don't want to do much. But if I have a healthier option, I can just go and my energy is up. So, honestly, food does shift the way that we feel and the type of life that we have.
Right. Right.
It does.
Okay. I was looking at TV this morning, and there's one guy comes on. I forget his name, but I watch him faithfully, and he had a psychiatrist on, and she was talking about how she had found out how important the different foods played as far as our mental, as far as our depression and different things like that. She talked about how she had changed her diet. And what amazed me was is she talked about and recommended the ketogenic lifestyle. She said that the keto diet really does help a lot with things like depression, PCOS, and different things like that. And so I'm in the middle of listening to that. And when you had just mentioned that, I thought it was thought I would ask you, did you think that foods, play a part
Mhm.
in, different ways that our mental and everything works also? Um, Go ahead.
Yeah, and I agree with that because I notice when I'm eating the things that I know I shouldn't eat, like those desserts and that bread and those other things, that
Mm-hmm.
yes, in the moment it feels good and you get that release of whatever it is. I forget what it's called, but that's the reason why we eat those things is because we get that feeling when
That
we eat those
feel good.
foods. But I'm learning through therapy and through coaching to find other ways to get to that feeling without bringing my body and me into feeling that I have to have that in order to feel good. Giving back in the community, volunteering my time when I do my coaching and things like that, I get that same feeling without those pounds.
Okay, okay. Now, you do coaching also. What type of coaching do you offer?
I do various forms of life coaching, but mainly I focus on trauma healing. Um,
Hmm.
from what I believe that our life is a journey, and we need to focus on wherever we are, not going backwards, but acknowledging your past, but using that as your rocket fuel to elevate into where you want to be in the future. But you have to heal from whatever it is in order to be your best self.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that sounds great. Let's see. Let me see who all we have over in the we have JC Calamity Jane. Welcome in. Thank you all for joining us. Charlene Hill is here this morning. Um, Charlene is also one of I'm sure you know Charlene, right? Marlene.
Yes, I do.
Let's see, we got Low Carb Queen here. We have everyone is speaking to everyone. We have Harjarine Annette. We have, let's see. Okay, it looks like everyone is just speaking to each other here. Okay. Um, let's see. Tell me or tell everyone, let's see, a little bit about your channel, like different things that you talk about, different things that you offer. To get them familiar with your channel so that they'll know.
Okay. Well, on my channel, Marlene Motivates, like I said, I am a life coach. So I want to share motivational tips. I have a series on how to overcome stress, how to overcome speaking up for yourself, how to overcome self-doubt, how to stay consistent because excuse me,
Uh-huh.
I believe I believe that when you learn how to do things, you can become stronger and you won't move backwards. You'll be able to move forward, but it's about how can we get over these roadblocks, these hurdles. And when you get over that, then you're able to face whatever it is that is next for you because there's always something in our life we need to learn how to do, how to assert ourselves, how to be more confident, how to love ourselves, how to set boundaries, how to set back, how to give ourselves the time that we need for self-care and self-love without having guilt. So it's a lot of things that we need to learn how to do it without feeling guilty. So that's where I come in and I share those things. But I also talk about conversations that people really don't like talking about, like um, I'm starting to pivot into other motivational things. Like recently, I've been doing collaborations with Lisa J. Stocks and talking about money because it's not something to ignore. You
That's
can't
right.
just be like one day like, okay, I'm 40, 50, 60 years old and you know that you want to retire soon, but if you haven't made any plans, how can you ever do that? So I'm talking, having those conversations with Lisa and some other motivational people when it comes to money and credit cards and saving and all of those things, because that is something very important to be motivated about. And
Yes,
also,
it is.
I'm doing motivation for weight loss, and I also have motivation for asserting yourself um, for whatever you want to do, going and get that job, getting that education, leaving a toxic romantic relationship. So I'm going into different, I'm not just sticking to the positive and encouraging, messages anymore. I'm branching out because I just feel like it's a good time. Like, as I am growing as a woman, I also want to show people that yes, it's important to first love yourself because that will get you to where you really need to be and set the foundation. But then after that, okay, now I need to be motivated for what? Be, um, Being a better communicator, showing how to love myself. So it branches off into those other things. So I'm grateful that my channel is expanding in that way.
Okay, that's great. I did watch when you were talking about the financial stuff also. Yeah, that's really really good because like you said, a lot of us don't think that that is very important as far as motivation type of stuff, but it is because you can learn a lot, by listening and then by the things that you share with
Yeah.
people also.
Yeah.
So thank
Yeah.
you for that because I did listen to that
Oh,
also.
thank you.
Uh-huh. Um, Now, somebody in the chat did ask, they would like to know what is the most weight that you have weight? How much weight? And then they wanted to know how much weight have you lost?
Okay, so when I first started, I think this was about a year ago, I was up to 182 pounds. And
Wow. Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah. So right now, currently, I'm at 147. So
Oh,
I've lost, what was it, 37 pounds or something
that
like
is
that.
great. I can't even imagine you being 180 something pounds, Marlene.
Yes. I don't look, see, a lot of people don't see. I guess I carry my weight well when I
Hmm.
was heavier, but yeah, I got up to 180 pounds. Yep.
Oh, okay. So you, like you said, you have lost 40 something pounds. How long did it take you to lose that weight?
Well, it's been, you know how the weight goes up and
Right,
down,
right.
but it's been about a year. It's taken me about a
Okay,
year.
okay, okay. That is great. That is great. Um, did you follow a certain type of diet, or did you just watch your calorie intake, add in exercise? What type of thing
Well,
did you do?
I know this is going to sound strange to some, but I had to learn that my weight comes on because of stress. I
Hmm.
am a stress eater. So I had to learn other alternatives when I'm stressed out. The first thing I want to do is the first thing I'll say, I need a soda. I need some chips. I need some candy.
Right,
I need this.
right,
Like I always feel like I need to stuff my face. Really what I need to do is probably have a conversation. I need to take a deep breath. I need to take a walk. So it's me unlearning the bad behaviors because I don't know about you, Keto Granny, but for all the way back from my childhood, anytime something would happen, my family would say, "Oh, you're having a bad day," and set some ice cream in front of me. "Oh, you're
right,
going through
right,
this. Oh, let me fry you some chicken." Oh,
right,
but that's
right.
just what they do. People do because they care about us. But as
That's right,
adults, we have to learn that. Yeah, it's nothing wrong with eating, but number one, are you hungry? Number
right,
two, is this good for me? And number three, like is it on my plan, like for what I want? Because sometimes you won't even be hungry, but we'll
right,
eat like a social eating, like because others are having donuts or cookies or cake or something, you'll partake when. And that's another thing that I've learned recently, how to plan for those moments when, say for instance, everybody says, "Oh, come on and have cake." Because I plan for those moments now, I go and I take out my fruit plate, and I say, "You guys
right.
go ahead and have your cake. I'm going to enjoy my fruit, but thank you." See, but before, when I didn't have a backup plan, of course I'm going to go get that cake.
That's right.
but
That's
but
right.
now that I've set my mind up, if you don't have a meal planned, if you don't have snacks planned or your drinks, you're gonna just do whatever, and that
Right.
will keep you, for me, in my mind, keep me heavy. So I had to change my behaviors and start meal prepping and preparing. Yeah.
Right, right. That's true. You have to be prepared because it's so easy. Like you said, when you get around other people, you get around your friends, and they start eating different things, and they offer you something. I think it was yesterday. I was like, "Oh, I didn't have a good weekend this weekend. I ate a candy bar." I remember I was with my friend, and we were riding in the car, and she brought a whole bag of candy with her. She says, "Oh, I got candy," and she passed me a Twix, the miniature. I ate the Twix. Then she passed me a Snickers or something. I ate the Snickers, and I was like, "Oh, this is not good." So, like you said, it's very, very easy to eat something that you don't normally eat when you are with others if you don't have a plan. Um, also, I mean, meal preps. Did you do any meal prepping, or do you do any type of meal prepping now?
I do. I prep every week. I have salads, I have brown rice, and I have meat. So I do different things within that.
Okay.
Like sometimes it'll be like I'll just do the rice bowl, and then I'll grill some steamed vegetables and put it on top of the brown rice. And other
Okay.
times I'll add in a protein. It depends on how I'm feeling. If I feel like I need protein, or I feel like I'm hungry. It depends on how I'm feeling, depend on how I'll eat. But that's usually what has been working for me, having meat. vegetables and brown rice, because I can't give up rice completely, but me
Okay.
having, I have to have something, and I'm really trying to get away from white potatoes, because that is
Mhm,
my favorite love. But
mhm.
everything in moderation. I
Right.
allow myself to have that, not even weekly, once a month. I'll let myself have some potatoes.
Okay. Okay. So once a month, you allow yourself that treat,
Yes.
basically that you like. Okay. Now that's a good way to do it. Also to
Yes.
allow yourself to have a treat if it's something that you really crave and have been used to eating. I see my camera starting to act up. When it
Oh
starts to
no,
do
it's
that, really,
glitching.
yeah, I mean it's gonna go off. So if it goes off, you just go on and keep talking. But
Okay.
anyhow, um, is there anything else that you want to share with us?
Well, I feel that it's important for us to talk about, when we talk about weight loss and just taking care of ourselves in general, everybody. It is so important for us to take care of ourselves. So, ladies and gentlemen, many are mothers or fathers, aunties, uncles, grandparents, or you lead a busy um, work schedule and lifestyle. So, you're always on the go. But within all of that, we need to be thinking about planning for, how am I going to handle today? And one thing that I had to learn is I had to start my day off, because I'm a motivational person. So I had to learn to start my day off with motivation and affirmation. And that was a new thing for me. And that is one of the reasons why I did a lot of stress eating before, because I was not preparing myself for the day, based
Okay.
on whatever the things that you believe in. But I start my day off with affirmations. I tell myself that today is going to be a good day. I'm going to do the best that I can. I'm proud of myself. I'm strong. I don't have to take people's mess, and it's okay to walk away if people do not respect me, and I don't have to argue with people. These are all the things I tell myself every morning. So when something happens, it's a reminder to myself. So I
Right.
remember, I said, and I'll tell myself. I think it's important to talk to yourself too, Keto Granny,
Right.
and to
Right.
tell yourself, okay, this is a heated discussion. I see that you're upset, and I don't want to get you upset. I don't want to get upset. So this is a good time for me to walk away. Have a wonderful day. um, that's one of the things that I had to learn in maturing and healing, that I don't have to have the last say. I don't have to always be right. That it's okay if people don't like me. That was another thing too, that I had to learn when it came to my family, that I can't always make them happy. There's
Right.
times where they're going to have to be upset, because this is what I have to do to protect my peace, so that I'm not later on, after leaving at home, with a spoon, eating ice cream in the freezer. I was like, no,
Right.
we're not
Yeah.
we're not doing that.
Yeah. A lot of us find it hard to do a lot of the things that you said. Taking things basically out of our life that doesn't agree with us is kind of how I'm getting a lot of that. Let's see. Um, well, Low Carb Queen says she starts her day with prayer and a scripture. Yes, I like to add that in. That's always. Miss Kim said that's right. We set the thermostat. Don't accept the temperature.
Yes.
That's right. Okay. Um, you shared some really great information with us today. Does anyone have any questions that's out in this YouTube world out there, or anything that you would like to say? And let's see, Marlene. I know that you and Gio do a lot of different things together as far as your collaborations. Do you all have anything coming up that you want to share that you think people would be interested in?
Well, right now it's just the weight loss challenge, but on my other channel, Life with Marlene, we just did, it was me, Pandy, Sylvia, and Geo, and we did a back in the day shorts collaboration, which was pretty
Okay.
awesome. It's just it can be as short as 15 seconds up to a minute, and we just shared something back in the day from various music artists, and that went well. Like it only took me about a it only took me about a minute to do this short, and I got over 1,200 views, and I got, I think, 19 subscribers just from that. So um,
Okay. That's
you never
great.
know. Yeah, you never know
Yes.
what, collaborations are very good. I think that's really important to do collaborations with the right people.
Right, right, right.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
right.
yeah.
I'm learning about that, and then I see where they have something new on YouTube where you can actually do the collaborations and you can share it out in a different way now.
Mhm.
So that's
Yeah,
something that I'm
it
looking
is.
into also. Let's see. Lisa J. Stocks asks, "Do you both do strength training? Do you do strength training? I do
Yes.
at times. Yes.
Yes, I do. I do strength training. And one of the best things that I have been doing is I've been learning. I went to acupuncturist, and she was talking to me about the majority of people, the reason why they are not have good gut health and all those things is because most people don't breathe properly, and
Mhm.
most people don't breathe the right way. People are just, what do they call it, shuttle breathing, like they're in labor to
Right,
have a
right,
child, when really you should be breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. That's the
right,
right way. Breathing from your gut, your belly button, and then releasing it through there. But most people are just they never have a full extension of their
right,
lungs and breathe
right,
properly. And she was saying that it really does matter, because when you don't breathe the right way, your stomach will never be flatter, because you're not
okay.
breathing there, you're not allowing your lungs to expand and go out. So that was one thing that was interesting for me, that breathing affects your you know your midsection.
Okay, okay.
That was
JC
interesting.
Calamity Jane says, "Thank you for talking about the breathing. I keep seeing these challenges and people are not breathing. So that is very, very important."
Mhm.
Also, when Charlene Hill, I had her as a guest. She also talked about how important breathing was, and she did a breathing exercise with us. Do you
Yeah.
use breathing exercises?
Hmm. I do.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Mr. J.C. Calamity Jane says, "Let alone breathing correctly." That's right. And so I have been a lot more conscious of the way I have been breathing, especially since, like I said, Charlene came on and she had addressed that. And so
Hmm.
I'm glad that's something that you had addressed also, because yes, it is very important. And she also talked about the vascular. So I've been looking a lot into that. I don't about that. I don't know. It's a certain way that you breathe, a certain way that you sit, and different things. I don't know if she's still here. Maybe she could have.
Yeah.
I would have invited her up or something like that.
A
Do
few
you know?
years ago, I went to a chiropractor, and the chiropractor says most people also have very bad posture.
Right.
So that also contributes to, the reason why some people that have that hunchback and spine issues, because most people don't sit up. You're
Right.
actually supposed to put your elbows back and your shoulders back, and most people
Like
don't do
that.
that. I
See,
know I
right.
do. It's just comfortable just to slow
Yeah.
down, but I have to remind myself, sit up, put your shoulders back.
Like
But
that. Yeah. When I was younger, my mom used to say, "Sit up straight," and then this is sit up straight, sit up
yeah.
straight. Yeah. So yes. Okay. I'm so glad that you were able to join me, Marlene, and you have given us some fantastic information. Um, let's see. Is there anything else that you would like to say or share with?
Sure. I want to talk about my other channels. Um, of course, you guys know my first channel, Marlene Motivates. It's my baby, and then I had Love Marlene 411, which it's been through so many cycles. It was She Reviews. It was so many other channels, but now I've come to Love Marlene 411, because I think that it's important for us to talk about self love, and focus on the relationship of loving ourselves. That's what that channel is focused on. Healing your trauma, healing your pain, healing whatever. Because when you learn to love yourself first, I believe it trickles down into all of your other relationships. With your relatives, with who you're going to be in a relationship with, to your job performance and how you feel about yourself. So that's what that channel is about. Trauma
Okay.
healing. And my third channel is Life with Marlene, which is my vlog channel, and I share all aspects of me, everything. It's a mixed bag. I do motivation, I do vlogs, I do travel, lots of stuff.
Okay.
So that's that one. And then my fourth channel is Just Relax Now, which it went through a lot of things, which I don't mind coming back and talking about. But that was the channel that I tried to monetize it, and I got denied for monetization. And so I'll come back and talk about the reasons why I got denied for monetization on that channel. But it taught me some things about YouTube as well. But that's my relaxation sounds channel.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'm working on the watch time so that I can get that channel monetized. And then my final channel is Marlene Saunders Show, which is really my channel that I like to do interviews over there and talk about real conversations like DV, SA, like
Right.
heavier topics, things that people really
Okay.
don't like to talk about, but that needs to be addressed. So that's what I do over there on Marlene Saunders Show. So,
Okay.
and the reason why I separated my channel, because a lot of people say, well, you can put everything on one channel. Yes, that is true. You probably could. But for me, I found that it's better for me to separate, because I know every time I go on that channel, I go to Just Relax. I don't have to guess what I'm going to do over there. I don't have to
Right.
guess, when I do my vlog channel. And that has helped me to be able to have specific content to put on every channel, and it has been doing very well that way. So
Okay, then
yeah,
good.
grateful.
Okay, we have Bluetooth and would like for you to explain the weight loss
Sure.
challenge.
Okay. So the weight loss challenge is from now until I think January the 3rd is when we're going to end it. But what it is that we're being accountable. You're writing down your start weight. You're writing down, keeping a food journal. What did I eat? And being accountable. Okay, I shouldn't have ate that, but I did. And how am I going to change that behavior? Was I stressed out? Did I feel pressure to eat it? Did I not prepare or plan? So, and then you just, you talk about those things. And then at the end of the week, I do, you do a check in. Okay, this week I didn't do so good, but this is why I didn't do so good. And let's work on changing that next week. So, and I put a little bit of clips from, going outside walking and being in nature, and how was my mental health this week. Because the challenge with weight is that we make it so much a priority about the weight, but really it's so many other factors behind that. Are you stressed out? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you, do you have some sort of exercise regimen? Are you journaling, or are you tapping into your faith? I think that ourselves and the weight that we are is usually because we aren't taking care of ourselves and prioritizing self-care and self-love, and healing from whatever we're putting a bandage over it. And I think this challenge really has been helping me to confront issues and to not hide it. This is how I'm feeling today. I'm feeling sad, but even though I feel sad, I'm going to call a friend,
Right.
or I'm going to give back to my community. And it's been helping me to stay on target instead of going and getting ice cream or chips or this or that. I go and I do what I need to do for me, and it's showing. It's helping me. So that's the challenge. Being accountable. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I believe Bluetooth one is, let's see, explain the weight loss challenge. Okay, where would someone go to join your all's weight loss challenge to be part of it? Because I remember you said that, I thought you said that they could come in and post. like
Yeah.
maybe show their journey?
Well, what you can do is you can start it. If you have a channel, you can say, I know I didn't start at the same time, but I'm going to I want to be a part of the weight loss challenge, because what it was is me and Gio said, we don't want to be like most people and say, oh, it's the new year. It's January, new year,
Right.
new me. And then that's when you start. Why not start right here today where you are, be accountable. This is my weight and this is what I want to change, and then just check in every week with yourself. What did I do? What didn't I do? How can I improve it? What were some of my triggers? Because I think that's very important in maintaining a healthy weight, is taking care of all the pieces of you: emotional, mental, spiritual, physical, all of it. Yeah.
Right. That's true. Um, Lisa J. Stock says, I believe in having a niche when it comes to your channel. That's true. Everyone has to have a niche
I do too, Lisa.
when it comes to your channels. So to me, it makes a lot of sense, like you said, that you split your channels up, different ones, that different things.
Mhm. Yes.
Okay. Everyone, they're still speaking to each other. And then, like for myself, I have different few things that I like to do as part of, I want to say, not a ritual, but things that I do that help me along my journey. Like I'm sitting here now and I'm drinking my little mixture. I call it my little Moonjaro mixture. Since I'm not using a GLP-1, I give myself something that, they call it the Moonjaro recipe, which I have here some apple cider vinegar. I have some ginger. I have some lemon juice. I have, let's see, a little bit of Himalayan pink salt in here. And then I have some honey. You can also add in some cinnamon uh, to this and drink it. But it helps me control my appetite. When I first get up in the mornings, I'll have a shot of this. I'll either take mine as like a shot in a little jigger glass, or I'll mix it and I'll just sip on it through the morning. But this helps me, and a little bit of cayenne pepper. That it's a really good, I call it my wellness shot. And it helps me where I don't really eat until the afternoon, like maybe around 2 o'clock sometimes. It helps me go for longer between my meals. And after I do eat, I may not, sometimes I forget about eating a little bit later on in the evening. Like I did last night, I forgot to eat. And then when it was time to eat, it was after my eating window. So I had decided that, okay, I'm not going to eat. I'm just going to go ahead and go to bed, which to me, that's not a good thing to do sometimes. If I'm hungry, I probably should go ahead and force myself to eat, because I ended up getting up about 9 o'clock, because I went to bed early, getting up about 9 o'clock and going in the kitchen and taking a couple of bites of what I was going to eat, and laying back down. And to me, that's not good when you
Yeah.
eat and you immediately go to bed, have
Yeah.
you some food. So this morning I got up and I'm getting ready to, start my exercise regimen and everything and kind of get back on track. But I wanted to share that because, like you said, sometimes you fall off, but don't beat yourself up when you fall off in different things. Just get up, start again, and just keep going. So like I said, I'm having my little wellness shot this morning, and then I'm going to get up and start doing my exercise too also. And then I'm going to post also my walk today, because like you got me so inspired with the wellness challenge here for like I said, the past couple of weeks, I haven't been out walking a lot. I have got to get in a couple of days of walking outside. And now the weather's getting ready to change. So I'm going to really not like that, because I love walking outside when it's warm, but it's dipping down into the 70s and 60s here as of today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I'm going to see how that's going to go. But anyhow, Marlene, you have shared some great information with us. Do you do anything like that? Any type of certain drinks or anything that you use?
Well, I just had, I grew up, my parents are Jamaican,
Mm-hmm.
and I used to always see my dad have hot water in the morning, and he would squeeze some lemon in it, a little bit of the apple cider vinegar. It had to be the one with the mother in it, the
Mm-hmm.
mother one. And he would also put a little bit of cayenne pepper. So what you're doing right there, I was like, you onto something, keto, because
No, okay,
my
okay.
mom and dad were very slim people, and that's what every morning that I would hear them in the morning, talking, and they were having their whatever, their wellness shot, their healthy, whatever they used to call it, their wellness shot. So
right. It really does help. So that's why I was sharing it. This really does help. Some people say, what are you sipping on? That's what I'm sipping on. You can take it as a shot, or you can put it in a glass of water and sip on it through the day if you want. But it's something that I do, and it really, really does help.
Right.
Okay, I am so glad that you joined me, Marlene, and I want you to come back so that you can tell us a little bit more about your YouTube channel, the one that you were going to talk about.
Okay, we'll talk about Just Relax.
Okay. Let's see. Low Carb Queen says, I love apple cider vinegar, but does it bother your joints? I hadn't noticed it bothering my joints. I haven't. Do you use apple cider vinegar?
Yes. But I know what she's talking about. That's
Okay.
why you have to make sure that you buy the one that has the mother in it, and not the one that is I don't want to say cheaper, but the one that's very concentrated. You got to make sure you get the organic apple cider vinegar with water, a little bit of cayenne pepper, and some lemon juice. I'm telling you, that's the shot that will keep you like not overeating. It suppresses your appetite, and it does a lot of things. It does cleansing. It's good.
Right. Because I had bought a mixture from the store. It didn't have everything in it that I have in mind, but it was for cleansing, and it was a detox in a bottle. I think I shared that on one of my channels, that you could drink. You drink it in the morning, half of it, and then you drink the other half in the evening. But it was a detox, and it had basically, some of those same ingredients in it that I just named. But I did not know that if you use the one that the vinegar that doesn't have the mother, that it affects your joints.
Yes.
Oh, that's some great information.
Very acidic.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. I use the Bragg's. It's mainly what I use. Yeah. And then I have tried one that's called White House vinegar, and it has the mother in it also. But my main one that I use is Bragg's apple cider vinegar. Miss Kim says, I've been hearing about this. Next is to try it. Yes, it does help, Miss Kim. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to go ahead and end our show. Marlene, I thank you so much for being here. I hope that you all have gotten some great information. And I guess we'll go ahead. And until next time, you all, Marlene, you have a great day. And until next time, bye-bye. So thank you all for joining me. I'm going to go ahead and end the show. I will see you next Saturday. I have a special guest next Saturday, Famous with Rooted and Essentials. Make sure that you tune in. He's going to give us some great information, share some great products, and also share his weight loss journey. This is just not about ladies. This is about men also. So make sure that you tune in, and be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed to my channel, and share this information out to others. Marlene has a great channel. I'm going to post information below where you can join her channel. Make sure that you go by and support her. Everyone have a great day, and until next time, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Enjoy the channel song for my weight loss journey by Keto. Used to be stuck, but now I'm door dashing.